Is Jerry Seinfeld just a grumpy boomer or a brilliant mind who's defending the sacred principles of humor? Depends who you ask.
Jerry Seinfeld has a new movie out. He is going on a long press tour, and he said that TV comedy is being killed by the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. And respectful to Jerry Seinfeld, but I think this is like very like boomer mentality. I think this is like something like old boomers keep saying is like the left has ruined everything.
What's the deal with Jerry Seinfeld? And I'm not just playing on his famous catchphrase there, I really mean it. How the hell does a comedian stay so consistently relevant and funny for over 4 decades? Is it just luck, or is there a method to his madness? Let's dive into the science of the psychology behind Seinfeld. Now, Jerry Seinfeld's a household name now, known because of the sitcom that was named after him, his stand-up comedy, and more recently, his Netflix special, 23 Hours to Kill, and his latest film, Unfrosted, about Pop-Tarts. Most of his stuff seems so nothing, but his success is no accident. As he put it so eloquently,
find the torture you're comfortable with.
I can't argue with that.
It's marriage, it's kids, it's work, it's exercise,
yes.
It's not eating the food you want to eat.
Right.
Find the torture you're comfortable with, and you'll do well.
So what is that torture that Jerry Seinfeld's comfortable with? How has he turned discomfort into decades of success in the cutthroat world of comedy? The answer lies in a combination of what they call deliberate practice and in having a strong sense of purpose beyond just being popular. By consistently honing his craft and also reminding himself of the importance of what it is that he does, Seinfeld's unlocked the key to long-term success and adaptability. Firstly, let's talk about his torture. For Seinfeld, it's a well-documented phenomenon in psychology known as deliberate practice. Discovered by Anders Ericsson, who's a professor of psychology at Florida State University, who spent his career studying how people achieve high levels of expertise, masters in chess, sport, politics, everything. His research has shown that it's not just about putting in the hours, it's about engaging in focused, effortful practice that actually pushes you outside your comfort zone. As an example, in one famous study of violinists at a music academy in Berlin, Ericsson and his colleagues found that most accomplished students had accumulated an average of about 10,000 hours of deliberate practice by the age of 20, while the least accomplished had only accumulated about 4,000 hours. It wasn't only the quantity of practice that mattered, it was the quality. The top violinists spent more time on specifically focused, goal-directed practice and always sought feedback and adjusted their techniques. Seinfeld is a master of this when it comes to comedy. He's known for his relentless work ethic, often spending hours a day writing and refining his jokes. In a 2014 interview with the New York Times, he actually revealed his process and he said, you make notes on a little piece of paper. You make the notes out of your pocket and you look at the notes and you organize your notes. And then you try to write the material and then you try to say the material into a recording device. Then you listen to it back. It's this meticulous attention to detail and willingness to constantly revise his work that's clearly paid off. As Seinfeld puts it, comedian's number 1 job is write and collect material. Number 2, show up and slowly develop that material on stage. He's also been known for saying something along the lines of, is this anything? He literally tests every idea that comes to him. But that's not the only thing behind Seinfeld's success. It isn't enough just to practice, to be able to sustain someone through the ups and downs of a long career in entertainment, particularly the ups. Once you get millions of dollars and lots of fame, it might be easier to sit back on your ranch and enjoy the view. But that's where Seinfeld's sense of purpose comes in. Psychology research has shown that having a strong why behind your work can be a powerful motivating force. In a 2014 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, a team of researchers led by David Yeager at the University of Texas found that connecting one's work to a larger purpose led to increased motivation and achievement. Now, how they found this out, the researchers conducted a series of experiments with high school and college students. They had some of them just do the homework, and then they had another group do the homework but also reflect on how their schoolwork could help them contribute to the world beyond themselves. And what they found was those who completed the purpose reflection showed more persistence in the face of difficulty, more persistence in the face of challenge, and got better grades than those in the control group. For Seinfeld, his purpose is bringing laughter to a world that desperately needs it. And that's not just a glib statement. He actually said it so well and so perfectly with strength, passion, and accuracy in his recent commencement speech at Duke University.
And this is probably the biggest point I would like to make to you here today regarding humor.
I'm going to try and reach across a couple generations here to tell you the most important thing I am confident that I know about life. I'm 70. I'm done. You are just starting. I only want to help you. The slightly uncomfortable feeling of awkward humor is okay. It's not something you need to fix. I totally admire the ambitions of your generation to create a more just and inclusive society. I think it is also wonderful that you care so much about not hurting other people's feelings in the 1,000,001 ways we all do that every second of every day. It's lovely to want to fix those things, but, all caps, but, what I need to tell you as a comedian, do not lose your sense of humor. You can have no idea at this point in your life how much you are going to need it to get through. Not enough of life makes sense for you to be able to survive it without humor. And I know all of you here are going to use all of your brains and muscle and soul to improve the world, and I know you're going to do a bang-up job. And when you're done, as I am now, I bet the world, because of you, will be a much better place. But it will still not make a whole hell of a lot of sense. It'll be a better, different, but still pretty insane mess. And it is worth the sacrifice of an occasional discomfort to have some laughs. Don't lose that. Even if it's at the cost of occasional hard feelings, it's okay, you gotta laugh. That is the one thing at the end of your life you will not wish you did less of. Humor is the most powerful, most survival, essential quality you will ever have or need to navigate through the human experience.
Pretty powerful words. But it's the power of that belief that gives Seinfeld the fuel to work for decades, and that fire still burns just as strong today. In addition to deliberate practice and a strong sense of purpose, there's one last bit that's behind Seinfeld's longevity in the entertainment industry: his adaptability. Psychologists have long recognized the importance of being able to adjust to changing circumstances in order to thrive over the long term. A 2010 study by psychologists at the University of California, Riverside, found that individuals high in self-regulation, which is basically the ability to just control your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of long-term goals, these people were more successful in their careers and their relationships. Self-regulation allows people to adapt to new challenges and persist in the face of setbacks. They eventually find a way when others might have given up. Now, throughout his career, Seinfeld has demonstrated a remarkable ability to evolve with the times, from his early days of stand-up comedy in the 1970s to the groundbreaking Seinfeld sitcom in the 90s to his more recent web series, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. He has constantly found new ways to connect with audiences. And as he put it in a 2017 interview with the Associated Press, you have to be willing to adapt and change and to try new things. You have to be willing to discard things that don't work anymore and find new things to do. It's the only way. Seinfeld's story is a testament to the power of deliberate practice, purpose, and adaptability. By constantly honing his craft, staying connected to his why, and being willing to evolve, he has achieved a level of success and longevity that few in the entertainment industry can match. In the words of the master himself, find the torture you're comfortable with and the purpose that keeps you going, because the laughter makes all the discomfort worth it. Now, that's all for today's deep dive into the psychology of one of your favorite personalities. If you want to learn more about the science of success, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And feel free to let us know in the comments if you've got others you want us to follow up on, and maybe even what your torture is that you're willing to endure in the pursuit of your dreams. Till next time, stay cool.